Hey, this is Pastor Dave, and this is your Monday Mojo on this July 15th, 2024. So we come to this Monday morning after a rather sad occurrence this weekend. At a rally former President Trump was holding, there was an assassination attempt made on his life. And out of the events of that day, there are two families that are grieving and mourning today. There's the family of Thomas Crooks, the young man who didn't even make it to his first presidential election, who for whatever reason decided to grab a rifle and climb up on a roof and try to take out the life of former President Trump. And his family is grieving the loss of a son, and grieving the loss of a story, and grieving the loss of a reputation. They're mourning. And there's the family of Corey Capitor, who, when he heard the shots being fired, threw his body over his daughter to protect his family, and in the process took one of those bullets that took his life. And they are grieving and mourning the loss. And I can't imagine what those two families are going through after Saturday. But when I heard that word mourning, it makes me think of Jesus' words in the Beatitudes when he was giving his opening remarks on what the kingdom looks like. And he started by saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit," but then he said, "Blessed are those who mourn. Blessed are the gentle and the meek, and blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness." And that fourth one, hunger and thirst for righteousness, it really means this: those who hunger and thirst for rightness between people. It's a relational term. And he says, blessed are those who hunger and thirst. They want it with everything they've got, that we would be right to each other. So maybe the mourning today is to be tied into the fact that we have become a culture that really celebrates not being right to each other, celebrates cutting each other down, celebrates hating each other. We aren't meant for that. Jesus, when he first came on the scene, he said, I want you to think about the way you're living and decide that there's a better way to live, and I'm going to offer it to you. And one of those ways is to hunger and thirst for rightness between each other. Let's do right between each other. Let's when we consider someone, even if we consider them a political or an ethnic or a social enemy, that we would not treat them with disrespect, but that we would treat them with dignity and respect. And that we would not hate our enemy, but love our enemy, as Jesus said. And maybe that's the mourning that we as a culture and as a country have to do, to begin to say, look, this isn't getting us anywhere. It's not getting us anywhere good. And so while those two families mourn and grieve in a way that we all understand, losing someone that you love, maybe we need to mourn and grieve the loss of something that we love, and that is rightness between each other. So you, me, we can all decide to start treating each other with rightness, even when we disagree, even if we would call someone an enemy. That's the way Jesus offers to us. That is a better way forward. Anyway, those are my thoughts on this Monday. Have a great week.